Was it kind of a gift also being able to play the film through in more of a sequence than normal?
It's a complete gift. The whole thing was geared towards making the performances sing, and it's just something devoutly to be wished for. With it's incredibly rare. We shot it on these 5D Canon cameras, which allows you to get momentum and do many takes. And he would set up all of his cameras all around, and it was just such a perfect place to play. You're shooting it chronologically, so you can deteriorate. I was fairly fresh in the beginning, and then was a complete mess by the end.
Yeah. Mark, that's super interesting to hear that you shot on the Canons as well, because, I mean, if there's anyone who's played around with technology and various aspects of it, it's you. I mean, people still think of U2 3D as the ultimate in terms of using that technology to put you in a better position than you otherwise would have ever have been at any concert.
Yeah, and this is going the opposite way. This is going low tech, and
Exactly.
I've been doing these small videos, and just they were looking beautiful, making $5,000 videos on these cameras, and it's like, well, why can't we make a movie like this? And my hat's off to my DP, Eric Schmidt, because you really need a stellar DP and ACs and the technical guys to have their act together to be able to pull it off. But it was very freeing. It was the most fun I've ever had on any film experience.
Yeah. There was a thank you credit at the end to Steven Soderbergh as well. What, is that like a guy that you bounced stuff off?
Steven, well, Neil LaBute was an executive producer who, helped us with the script early on and led us to our casting director, Heidi Lovett. But this was right when I was on the precipice and we were not quite secure in getting some money. And we were literally like 5 weeks away. And I said to Steven, I had met him at a DGA thing. I said, can I take you to lunch? And I said, well, look, would you ever put any of your own money into a film? And he said, absolutely. And I was explaining to him my situation where, like, I kind of had to pull the trigger and I had to start bankrolling this thing myself. And he goes, you just have to will a movie into happening. You have to say it's happening, you have to pick the start date, and you have to just go. And I left that meeting incredibly inspired and just did it. And the money, some of the extra money came through when we needed it, so I wasn't completely at risk. But, and I was prepared at that point. I was already in. Yeah. So if it hadn't come through, I would have just gone through with it.
So I'm guessing it wasn't your Porsche that you thrashed.
No. I should. By the end of spending so much money fixing that thing, I think at the end of the day I did buy it. I don't know where it is though.